I do have to remind myself, like, bro, not many women can push 50 pounds seated shoulder press. Like, there's definitely progress there. It's just, I want more. Stop allowing external things that you can't control to dictate what you do with your body. You know, we all know what obesity can do to us. You know, I've had high blood pressure, I've had high cholesterol, I was pre-diabetic. Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys. Okay, today is chest, shoulders, and triceps. Y'all, I'm sore as hell from legs yesterday, like super sore. I was catching cramps in my quads yesterday. My whole glute is sore. Like, it's just everything lower half is sore as fuck. So we showed out. Glad. All right, so we're gonna start with seated shoulder press. I have 45s here. I do miss golds for the fact of like the seated press, but what can we do, right? All right, so let's start with 45s. I'm pretty sure I can handle that with no spotter. Let's get into it. All right, 1, 2, and 3. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, fuck. If you could help me on the first rep. Okay. All right, you guys. I grabbed 50s and a spotter. All right, here we go. Thank you. 2, 3,
Ease them up.
4.
Ease them up. Ease them up.
Nice.
Ease them up. Ease them up. Push.
I got one more.
Push.
Thank you.
Alright.
Fuck. Whew. Hell yeah, y'all. That was good. I feel like this is the first time I've done 50s with the least amount of assistance. So I'm excited about that. So we'll stay here for set 3. All right, you guys. Set number 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
I'm with you. Last one. This is all you. All you. Push.
Thank you.
Good night.
All right, y'all. So for set 4, I'm gonna drop the weight down like we always do. I'll drop it down to 35 and then do like 15 to 18 reps with that. And then we'll move on. All right, you guys, 35s. Let's try to get 15 reps at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 13. One more. Woo. Shit. All right, you guys. Overhead tricep extension. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that was pretty heavy. All right, you guys, set number 2. Yeah, one more. No, fuck. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys, we're gonna do some chest flies here on the cable. I have each side set to 25. I'll try to get between 10 to 12. 10 to 12 reps. Let's get into it. Woo-wee. All right, you guys, set number 2. Same thing, same weight. All right, you guys, set number 3. All right, here we go. One, 2, five, 6. That's it. Oh, my chest hurts. All right, you guys, we're gonna do some underhand tricep pull downs. Last time we had tricep, so what was that, 3 days ago, we did overhand. This time we're gonna go underhand. Let me play around with some weight. Figure out where we're gonna start at. Let's see how 42.5 feels. That's it. Okay. We'll stay there. All right, you guys, set number 2. I'm keeping the weight the same. All right. Nah. 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 Woo. 2. 4. Nah. Let me take the weight down. Yeah, okay. Woo. Goddamn. 2, 3, 4, 5. 9. Okay. All right, you guys, set number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo-wee. All right, you guys, last set. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're done. Woo! All right, you guys, so that concludes chest, shoulders, and triceps. All right, let's see what we did today. Did I end the workout? Yeah. All right, we burned a total of 888 calories. Not bad, you guys. I'm so proud of myself with the seated shoulder press. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, I was so excited. I think that's the first set that I've ever done with 50 pounds where I did, I would say, about 80% of the work by myself. Because even though like I have my spotter there, sometimes they'll be helping me lift with my elbows. But that second set that I did, he helped me on the very first rep, right? When I was trying to get it up. Okay. But I did most of that by myself. I'm so excited. I was so excited. That made my whole day, you guys, even though the day is just beginning, but you get the point. Like, I'm so excited about that set. So you guys, do y'all know how long I've been on 50 pounds for seated shoulder press? Like, do y'all know how long it's been? Everything else progresses, but that seated shoulder press, it's like it has not progressed. I feel like it did today. But I'm saying, like, I feel like I've been on 50 pounds for like 5 months. Because what are we in? July, yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to get stronger for 5 months on that lift. Like, that's crazy. And my trainer told me, like, some lifts, like, you're only gonna get but so strong. And he was saying, like, shoulders is a very fragile muscle. So, I don't know how much more strength I can build in my shoulders being a woman. But, working out for 2 years, I feel like that's a lot of progress in 2 years. Because like I said, that's why I have to remind myself of where I came from. Because like I said, before the bulk, I was struggling to do 35s. So, I do have to remind myself, like, bro, not many women can push 50 pounds seated shoulder press. Like, there's definitely progress there. It's just, I want more. How much weight do I want to push? I don't know, but I want more. It's like I always want more. My body gives me a little. It's like I'm ready for more. But that's okay. That's that ambition in me. That's that drive. So I'm so proud. I'm so proud of myself for that. Yay! You know what else too, you guys? I've seen several faces from Gold's Gym in Planet Fitness. Because the Gold's Gym is like 5 minutes from this Planet Fitness. So I've seen several faces, and every person I've seen, they be like, not at Gold say. I was like, no, just switching it up. And then they'd be like, yeah, me too. I was like, interesting. So that's good to see, like, other people be switching it up too, just to get a change of scenery, see some new things, see some new people, just a different environment, just change things up a little bit. Like, if you always eat pepperoni pizza, every now and again you might want sausage, right? I mean, I don't, because I'm vegan, but you get the analogy here. Like, sometimes you just want to spice up your world. So it's cool to see other people from the other gym. But yeah, so I'm super excited. So today is 4th of July. I don't know if I'm gonna put anything on the grill. I have that big ass bowl of food, you guys. That big ass bowl of food. So like I'll probably be eating that for the most part. Yeah, I'll probably be eating that. And I live in an apartment complex, so I would assume that because everyone is off, like the whole pavilion area, courtyard area is gonna be like pretty crowded. They're gonna be in the pool and grilling because it is a holiday, so I probably won't make my way down there. But I do love how the roads are empty today. This morning on the drive to the gym, no traffic. I was like one of 3 cars on the road. Like I love that. I love that. Because when I come into the gym, I'm coming like during rush hour time. So, and then kids going to school, so the school buses are out. It's just traffic. When you go to school zones, you have to go slower. You know, I'm in all of that. So for it to be empty on the roads, that's definitely nice. I'm enjoying that. I will be doing the same thing that I do every single day: editing content, making content, uploading content, responding to y'all's comments and things. Just brainstorming, all those things. Probably make me a smoothie today. Also, you guys, I got you know what? I'm going to make it today because it actually tasted really good. So when I get home, probably like 30 minutes or so. When I get home, I'm going to show you guys this new drink that I have. It's from Motive 8, and it's a veggie powder. You put 8 ounces of water in it, and you shake it up, and you drink it, and it has all of your nutrients that you need, fiber, helps with digestion, all those things. So I will make that for you guys because the flavor is peach. It was actually pretty tasty. It was very tasty. So definitely something I enjoyed. So I'll show you guys that when I make it so y'all can see for yourself. But yeah, it was pretty good. So I'll do that. I'll probably make a smoothie later today too, just so I can get some more fruits in my system. I have been lacking on my fruit intake. I used to eat a lot of fruit. Now I'm pretty much only eating blueberries. Not pretty much. That is all I've been eating. Because like I used to eat apples every day, but when I stopped, it was because the apples at Whole Foods, like I noticed they would go bad after like 2 days. They would start to spoil. Then when I go in there for some more, they were like all bruised up and stuff. So over time, like I just stopped buying apples. And they were like really, really small. I like a nice healthy apple. You know what I mean? Like a nice big apple. So I don't know, but I do need to get back on my fruit. I also used to eat pineapples every day. That stopped because one, I ain't cutting up no pineapple. I'm just honest with you. Listen, I'll cut up a lot of things. Like I'll cut up vegetables, I'll cut up peppers, mushrooms, onion, carrots. I'll cut all that up. But a pineapple? No. You ain't gonna see me cutting up no pineapple. Well, that's too much. That is too fucking much. So I always buy pineapple that's already pre-cut. But they raised the price on that, and then they lowered how much you get. I was like, oh, well, that's the end of that. I need to get back on my fruit intake. So I think smoothies will help me do that. Because I'll do like a banana and some strawberries, you know. Throw a little spinach in there. So I need to get back on that. So I'll make a smoothie today for sure. Now, will I put the protein powder in? I don't know, because the protein powder I have, you guys, it's flavored. I have a vanilla flavor, and then I have a chocolate flavor. I just don't feel like those flavors mesh well with a fruit smoothie. Like if it was a plain protein powder, sure. Or like if it was strawberry flavored, you know. But vanilla, I don't know about that. I don't even know about that, bro. So, you know, that's pretty much what I'll do. And then I'll end up eating my curry lentil stew for dinner. So yeah, I'm trying to think what y'all want to talk about. What y'all want to talk about? I don't have anything on my mind right now. I'm just excited from the lift. We only got to one chest exercise today, which was the chest flies, but that's okay. My shoulders did great today, so I'm super proud. I'm super proud to finally see some real progress. So that was great. Um, but yeah, you guys, I think that's pretty much all I have for this car chat. So I'll see you guys when I get home, or when I make the veggie drink. I'll show you guys that. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, you guys. So I've been home for several hours. I literally get lost in my work. So I haven't eaten since my pre-workout. So that was, not my pre-workout, excuse me, my post-workout. So that was about 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago. Not the best. But before I eat, I actually want to show you guys this product that I got from Motive 8 Performance. So it's greens, superfruits, and veggies. Let me show you guys this. Like, it's really, really good. Can y'all see? Was there a glare? Okay, so really, really, really tasty, you guys. I had my first drink yesterday. I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to make it again today for you guys. So it's basically like a supplement. It has natural flavors, malic acid, silicone dioxide, stevia, and it does contain wheat. 30 calories per serving, which is 1 scoop. And yeah, so it just has a whole bunch of different stuff in here, from berries to lemon juice powder, kale, where am I at? Barley, wheatgrass, just a whole bunch of different veggies and things. So I'm gonna do 1 scoop of it, you guys, and it's like green. Let me show y'all what it looks like on the inside. So it's like green looking. Y'all see that? But it smells like peaches, so it's really, really good. Really good. And so you just do 1 scoop of that, and then 8 ounces of water. This is my water jug. I still have a half a gallon of water to drink before bedtime, so I got to get to it. So let me put 8 ounces of water in here. Well, it's a little more than 8 ounces, but whatever. And I like my beverages really, really cold, so I'm actually going to put a couple of ice cubes in it. But you don't have to. That's just your own preference. Like so. And then I'll just shake this up. And y'all see how it's like green? It's green. It looks yucky. It looks yucky, but I promise you it actually tastes really, really, really good. So let's take our first sip here. Tasty. So I'm actually gonna finish this. Let's sit down and talk. Let's sit down and talk. All right, you guys. So just gonna sip on this while we talk. And you guys, did I tell you, I can't remember if I mentioned it already or not. It smells like peaches. Like, it smells really good. So today's 4th of July, and I'm home in the house being productive. No, like it's storming outside. It looks like I love watching TV and watching movies when it's thundering outside. I love getting work done when it's thundering outside. I don't know what it is about like the heavy downpours and the thunder, but it's kind of like very soothing to me. I actually sleep on YouTube. I'll turn on thunder and rain and go to sleep like that. But ew, did I just spit? It soothes me. I don't know. Does anyone else enjoy, like, it's not the best lighting for making content, like the natural lighting, you don't get any of that. But I do love looking outside and seeing the rain and hearing the thunder. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little weird, but let me know if you also enjoy that. All right, let me take a swig of this. Okay, so let's talk about weight loss. And oh wow, I hope y'all didn't hear that. My stomach is rumbling. But anyway, so let's talk about weight loss, you guys. So we've talked about calories in versus calories out. We've talked about, you know, the importance of exercising, not being a cardio junkie, like lifting weight. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? We talked about the importance of just eating more whole foods, trying your best to stay away from unprocessed foods. And granted, you're not going to always be able to stay away from unprocessed foods. I still drink my soy milk, right? That's processed. Like I can't find that outside somewhere. You know what I mean? I still eat, I'll use vegan butter, vegan mayonnaise if I'm eating like a sandwich or something like that. My non-dairy yogurt. So, I still eat quite a bit of stuff that's processed. However, most of what I eat is unprocessed on most days. Emphasis on most days. I have my moments, but on most days, most of the things that I eat is unprocessed. So we've talked about that. What I really want to try to help you guys understand is life happens. And, for me, life happened so much and I didn't know how to deal with it. And I chose to go to food, and I also chose to be a heavy drinker, and I used to smoke weed. I used to use a lot of things to cope with whatever I was going through, whatever I was stressed about, anxious about, if I was bored. Like those are just the things that I would go to. However, I don't want you to be hard on yourself or beat yourself up if, let's say, you've been doing really good on your weight loss journey. Let's say you've been consistent with eating right. You've been consistent with exercising, whether that's weightlifting or walking, whatever that thing is for you. Let's say you've just been really consistent with that. And, maybe something happened. Maybe something's worrying you right now and you've kind of fallen off track. I want to help you figure out how to get back on track. And the number one thing for that is forgive yourself. Don't dwell and you guys, these are things I deal with, like that I struggle with too. So always know that whatever I'm saying, it's because I've experienced it too, or I've dealt with it, and I can just always go off of my own experiences. But I don't want you to dwell on it. I want you to forgive yourself. Understand that life happens. Nobody is perfect, you guys. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. No one that you know is perfect. There are always going to be hiccups. That's why I constantly talk about how weight loss is an up and down journey. Like it's a roller coaster, and it's a very patient game. Like you can't go into it thinking that you're going to lose 30 pounds in 1 month. Maybe you had a stressful week at work. Maybe, if you're a parent, you've just been dealing with a lot, whatever, and you've just kind of fallen off track. Maybe you've been overeating, maybe you haven't worked out, whatever falling off track is for you. Number one, forgive yourself for it. Okay, it happens to the best of us. And yeah, there are tools and things that you can use to kind of keep yourself focused, which we're going to get into, but I still just want you to forgive yourself. Don't beat yourself up over it. Even if you've fallen off and maybe you've gained some weight back, or maybe you've fallen off for longer than a week, maybe you've fallen off for a month or 2 months, whatever that time frame is for you, and maybe you have put on extra weight. I want you to, number one, forgive yourself and just accept the fact that life happens and we all deal with things differently. That doesn't mean you don't want to lose weight. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person. That doesn't mean that you don't want it bad enough or anything that you make up in your head. It doesn't mean you're not worthy. Just accept the fact that shit happens, okay? Number two, I want you to start writing out a plan of what you can do to get yourself back on track. And we've talked about how I don't want you to focus on the overall goal. Like, it's great to want to lose 50 plus pounds. Like, that's an amazing goal, right? But don't obsess over it, okay? I know for myself, I had been needing to lose 100 plus pounds. And all the other times that I tried to do that, I obsessed over that number of 100. And that number is so daunting. That's a person. Like 100 pounds is like a 5-foot person, right? A 5-foot woman maybe. So that's a very daunting number. And when I was obsessing over it, I would start to feel overwhelmed and just start to second guess it and question whether or not I was going to be capable of doing it. And it just wasn't healthy. Okay, so we've talked about like setting smaller goals. So if you've fallen off of track, maybe you haven't been consistent with eating fewer calories for however long. Let's start there. Let's start with the goal of, okay, for the next 2 days, right? Let's not even go a week out because it's about consistency. It's about doing something over a period of time. So if you start with saying for the whole week, you may or may not be able to accomplish that goal if you're just getting back on track. So instead of saying for the whole week, let's say for the next 2 days, I'm only going to eat 1,500 calories. Or for the next 2 days, let's say you started drinking soda again and you've been really good at not drinking soda. For the next 2 days, I'm not touching any more soda. Okay, so let's start with the food. After we've kind of mastered that, and let's say you reach that goal for the 2 days or however long you set that goal for, next start working on your activity. Remember, weight loss is more food than it is exercise. Exercise is great for your body, it's great for your heart, your lungs, your joints, everything. But specifically weight loss, you guys, it's what you eat that is more important than how hard you exercise or how often you exercise. Okay, you can't outdo a bad diet. So I always want you to first start trying to fix your food intake, your beverage intake. Remember, like the sodas, the juices, the caramel macchiatos, or whatever it is that you guys are drinking at Starbucks, right? Or your favorite coffee shop. That's the problem. So start there. Once you've started reaching those smaller goals again, and you're starting to feel more confident in yourself, and you're starting to stay on track, then I want you to start thinking about, well, what caused you to get off track in the first place? Like, what was that particular incident that took place, or what stressor you had that just kind of threw you off? Were you bored with your regimen? I know for myself, we talked about for the month of June how it was hard for me to stay on track with eating and doing the intermittent fasting. And some of the things that I realized was I was bored with my exercise, going to the same gym every single day. So we've switched it up, and the past 3 days I've felt motivated, I've felt locked in. I've also talked about how I wasn't getting enough sleep for the month of June, which was impacting everything else in my day-to-day because of lack of sleep. So you have to figure out where the problem started in the first place. Were you bored? With your exercise? Were you bored with your food? Sometimes it's hard to, especially when you're just starting, you're used to eating a certain way, and you're used to eating foods cooked a certain way. So, I used to eat a lot of fried food. So going from fried chicken to baked chicken, because when I first started my weight loss journey, I was not vegan. So that was a big adjustment for me. I used to cook my foods in a lot of grease, even if it wasn't necessarily fried. I still cooked in a lot of grease. If I ate any type of vegetable, I always put a whole bunch of butter on stuff. So learning how to enjoy foods cooked a certain way can be challenging. So you have to figure out what it is that caused you to get off a track. Maybe it was the holidays, right? I know a lot of times people fall off for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, because you're around a lot of family, big family gatherings, Christmas parties, potlucks at work, like whatever it is, you have to figure out what that was. And then once you figure that out, you then have to come up with a game plan so that it doesn't happen again. Because at the end of the day, life is life, right? Life is going to continue to life. So I don't want you to have to keep starting over, because it's nothing worse than putting so much time and energy into something and working really, really hard at it, and you have a slip up and you're unable to catch yourself slipping up, and the next thing you know, time goes by so fast and it's 4 months later and you've put on 20 pounds or however much weight, right? That feeling sucks. Trust me, I've been there. I've done that. It sucks. And sometimes just by gaining weight back, it makes you less motivated to want to do it again, because it was so hard for you to get started in the first place, and now you feel like you're starting all over again. So we have to also come up with a way that you're not going to allow life to affect your weight loss regimen. So you have to come up with tools to help you cope. For me, weightlifting is just something that I really enjoy doing. It is my therapy. It's where I clear my head, despite the fact that I have cameras all around, I still clear my head with it. And again, there are days where I don't feel like being there. it's never every single day I'm 1000% locked in. But for the most part, weightlifting has been a way for me to clear my mind. It's been a way for me to keep my energy high. I feel great leaving the gym, even on the days where I don't feel like being there. Just doing the workout and then being done with it, I guess it's those endorphins that just really make me feel good. And I like working out in the morning because now I have all of that extra energy to put towards the rest of my day. So I want you to, that's why I talk about the importance of finding activities that you really like to do. Y'all see me weightlifting. You know, weightlifting is good for you. It's great for your heart. That's what's going to help you reduce the likelihood of loose and saggy skin if you do have a large amount of weight to lose. But again, that may not be your thing. I still want you to try to get resistance training in at least 2 to 3 times a week. But on those other days, maybe you go for hikes, maybe you go do Zumba, maybe you take a cycling class, maybe you go do swimming, whatever that is for you. Maybe you go play basketball or soccer, or I don't know, like whatever that is for you, right? So I want you to find tools I want you to find things that's gonna help you deal with stress and deal with things that are bothering you, so that you don't fall off track and resort back to eating and, you know, eating bad foods. Weight, or not weight, but food is addictive. Food is a drug. And, you know, I've never been addicted to any type of drug like heroin or meth or what do they got going on now, fentanyl. I've never been addicted to any of that stuff to be able to compare it, but I believe that food is very addictive. You know, I believe food is a drug. I think anything could be a drug, honestly. Like anything that you can do that's causing your body harm, but yet you feel like you need to do it all the time because of whatever it is that you're dealing with. To me, that's a drug. That's something that you need. It's something that you've become physically dependent on. And I know for myself, I was physically dependent on sugar. Like when I stopped eating all those things, I went through withdrawals. Like I was getting headaches. I was craving it all the time. Like that stuff really happens. And that's why I talk about the importance of mental health, because it takes a lot of willpower to change your life, especially if you are coming from where I came from, which was living pretty much your whole life overweight. You know, you are pretty much rewiring everything of your life, from foods to people that you're hanging out with to now you're exercising. Like it's a complete shift, and I don't think that it's something to take lightly. So you do have to work towards it mentally. Like there are plenty of days where I'm stressed out, or I try not to be, but you know, sometimes stress gets the best of me, but I can't use food as a way to cope with it, right? I have to use other things that I've learned to cope with whatever it is I'm dealing with. And you have to figure that out too for you. Like, what is it for you? So don't beat yourself up over it. I would say so I've been on my weight loss and fitness journey now for 2 years. I would say there were a couple of times throughout that process where I might have put on like a pound or two. Like it wasn't always a straight trend down for those 2 years. Y'all know I run a business, so there's stress with that. But for the most part, I was able to snap out of it relatively quickly, so that 2 pounds of weight gain didn't turn into 10 and then turn into 20. But I have done that before in the past, you know, years ago. So just don't beat yourself up over it, and don't feel defeated. You don't fail until you like just quit. So, you know, if you were doing really good a few months ago and it's just been a struggle for you to get back on track, just know that it happens to everybody. It's not just you. But you do have to figure out, what are you going to do differently this time around to make sure that that doesn't happen again. And most of the time, it is about adjusting your food, yes. But honestly, it's about adjusting your mentality. and just becoming more stronger mentally so that you're not dependent on food to get you through whatever you're going through. That's the biggest thing I could say, is just fixing your mindset and understanding that whatever you're going through, one, it'll always work out. Two, the power is within you. So, just I know it sounds crazy to people who may have not gone through their spiritual journey yet, but I'm just telling you that whatever you need it truly is within you. And, stop allowing external things that you can't control, to dictate what you do with your body. We all know what obesity can do to us. I've had high blood pressure, I've had high cholesterol, I was pre-diabetic. So, I know the chronic illnesses that come with being obese. But all that stuff is reversible. It doesn't have to stay that way. So don't allow stuff that's outside of your control to dictate what you do. And I know it's easier said than done, but that's why you really have to lock in on your mental health. That's why you have to try your best to not be around toxic things, toxic people, toxic environments, things that make you stressed out, so that you're not trying to run to food whenever you feel stressed, or you're not trying to run to food whenever you feel anxious. Another thing that I can tell you when it goes to getting back on track is setting the goals and rewarding yourself with something that you like when you reach that goal. So for me, I told you guys before, I used to reward myself with new gym clothes. That was just something exciting for me because I don't really go anywhere. So going to the gym and having a new fit on, like that was exciting. So I would reward myself with that. Maybe you could reward yourself with, I don't know, getting your nails done if that's not something you do regularly. Just whatever's going to excite you, whatever's going to motivate you to get to that goal. Right now, I'm going to reward myself with a photo shoot once I get, another 20 to 25 pounds off of me. So, find something that's just really going to excite you, that's going to keep you locked in because you're just really, really, really excited about whatever that reward is for you. I know sometimes people do weight loss, weight loss, it's a game. I wouldn't call it a game, but it's like where a whole bunch of people come together and they try to lose weight, and then there's like a cash prize at the end of it. People do stuff like that because who isn't motivated by some money, right? So, find something that's going to really just keep you excited for that period of time, so that you can just stay locked in. And then, once you reach that goal, once you get that reward, then you have to find another reward for you. Don't not have any more rewards, because then you're going to be like, oh, fuck it, right? So constantly reward yourself with something as you reach new milestones on your journey. But that's definitely a great way to just keep yourself excited, keep yourself focused. But the biggest thing I can tell you is just don't feel defeated. And no, there's nothing wrong with you. It happens to everybody. It's happened to me before. But I will say it is about catching it sooner rather than later, so that, you're not putting on so much weight and now you're, kind of falling further and further behind. So, if you took a month off, took 2 months off, whatever, there's no sense in crying over spilt milk. It's already done and over with. Now we just have to get back on track and fix it so that it doesn't happen again, right? So I hope those tips helped. Look, I said I was going to drink this while we were talking, but I haven't yet. But I am going to finish this. What time is it? It's damn near 6 o'clock, so I'm going to end up eating my curried lentil stew with quinoa for dinner, and I'll hop on the Xbox a little bit later, play some video games. But yeah, you guys, if y'all want to see what we did yesterday for legs, y'all, I'm so sore. My quads are so freaking sore. Oh my gosh. If you want to see what we did yesterday for legs, make sure y'all click right here. And I will see you guys tomorrow bright and early for back, biceps, and abs. Bye, you guys.